Guess who didn't look in the mirror before starting the camera? Alright, so I just got a GoPro Hero 3 for another project, and part of that is to test it and play with it and generally get to know it and how it works, which is pretty awesome. So a couple days ago I decided to do a time-lapse because I love time-lapses of probably about 45 minutes in the morning in the shop where I'm putting together the rear bumper of the BR-85 Halo 4 battle rifle. So currently I'm cutting out stock. It's the 3 quarter-inch rectangles glued together into a C shape, and then I'm putting in the compound curve of the bottom. It's like a 3-way compound curve. It was pretty tricky, but I got there in the end with a combination of files and the bench sander. Then next I had to do the main strut. That was a little fat bit at the top, and then this is the main piece that actually rests into your shoulder. This is just a couple skinny half-inch rectangles glued together, and then I have to put in a little curve at the bottom of that when I can still get into it before I glue it into the inside of the C shape. Alright, then I've just glued it together and gone upstairs to wait for my over application of super glue to dry. Next I just need to transfer the dimensions to paper, or rather from paper to the actual object, so I can cut it out on the bandsaw. The bandsaw has made the world of difference in speed and ability in the shop. It's a vast gulf between what it can do versus what a scroll saw can do. So here I'm marking out the points, and I just need to connect them up. The curves, I only really have the beginning and end points, so I just have to freehand them. The iPhone app is called, let's see, I've got the iPhone in front of me. What's it called? MeshLab. It's the only OBJ viewer on iTunes that's any good, so it's not that hard to find. Makes things a lot easier, but you can't measure with it is the only problem, hence why I just disappeared upstairs to check Blender to get an idea of the shape of that top curve. Here I'm figuring out how to clamp the GoPro to the bandsaw, which has some interesting vibration patterns on the table. I'm going to look into damping that, but it'll be interesting to measure, seeing those clear nodes and anti-nodes right there. The nice thing about a scroll saw is that you can, a bandsaw is that you can cut sideways almost and sort of use it as a sander. There's a quick view of the gun. You'll have to go back and pause it if you want to see that again. Problem is I can stand there for 20 seconds or something pointing the camera down at it, but on a time-lapse that doesn't really translate to very much. So here I am just putting final details in, making sure all the flat surfaces are flat, and getting the requisite photos for the 405th for the update thread on there. And there it is. Came together pretty quickly. I was quite happy with that. So Yeah, that was just a little thing I threw together, kind of on the spur of the moment. I'm wanting to do more stuff from the shops, from the shop. Whether like instructional or just this is what is happening, this is how I'm doing, whatever. Possibly streaming, possibly pre-recorded, I don't know. Depends what happens once I get the spare desktop set up and networked down there. So yeah, if that's something you're vaguely interested in watching, then I guess let me know somewhere. And hope that was of interest. And I'll see you all later.